my name is Christopher Ilderton, and I'm going to help you today figure out how to do your Ford Transit T350 van with the Bronability lift. Alright, so this is the entrance way to get on and off the side of the vehicle. You know, it's going to have a grab handle on this side, and then you're going to be able to easily step up into the vehicle. Okay, so this vehicle comes with 2 wheelchair stations. Primarily, the wheelchair station that's going to be used most of the time is going to be right here where I'm standing. So if you want to use this vehicle for 2 wheelchair stations, you can pop this row of seats out by simply grabbing both these handles and lifting up and taking the seat out. And that'll give you room for 2 wheelchair stations at one time. All right, so in this bag is the Q strengths that you're going to use to lock the wheelchairs down. In the second video I'll show you after this, I'll explain how the wheelchairs will be locked down. All right, so this is the Q strength. You get 4 of these in one restraint package. So if you're going to tie down somebody in a wheelchair, you would need 4 of these. And it's simply going to go in to the L-track system like this. And it's going to lock in and out. So if you, throughout the vehicle, you're going to have these adjustable trackings to help you get the best wheelchair station possible for the safety of your passengers. So in the last video I showed you how this goes into the track. I'll kind of go over that again. And once that's locked in, you'll be able to use these retractable restraints and these hooks to hook onto the wheelchair. Once it's hooked onto the wheelchair, it'll retract and tighten down so that you have a safe passenger transport securely. Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna do a little bit of do-it-yourself, and I'm gonna take you on a tour of what this vehicle looks like with a standard wheelchair in it. As you can see, the restraints are already in place on the front and on the back of the chair. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna attach these restraints to the bottom of the chair. Okay, so this is what underneath the wheelchair looks like. Now, I can't guarantee that every wheelchair is gonna look the same, but what you're trying to do is use this bar or this bar, not something plastic, like, for example, like putting the restraint hook around here. Like, this would not be okay. You'd wanna put the restraint hook on like something like this, or down here, something that is hard. Another commonly practiced thing is doing the hooks on these wheels right here. Not a good look. Don't let your coworkers be lazy and put the hooks through here, because it's very unsafe when you do something like that. Okay, so notice how I did these 2 restraints on the outside of the wheelchair. And that's just gonna give it like an angled stability so that the wheelchair doesn't topple over. You always wanna make sure the front position restraints are on the outside of the wheelchair wheels. Like on the outside of these wheels right here. Okay. So when I'm doing this first restraint, I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna press that red button down, and I'm gonna bring this out into here, and I'm gonna hook it on, like I said, to the metal part of the inside frame of this wheelchair. See how this restraint has been taken back to that hook right there? You could also even take it up to that hook up there. So here I'm gonna take the restraint again and go back through here and hook it down onto there, and then you'll hear it, you know, automatically retract. And I'm gonna do the same thing on the back side. Here I'm gonna do the back side of the wheelchair, and you can get a much better view. But here's where I'm gonna tie this onto this restraint hook right there. And I also, I'm gonna do the exact same thing on the other side. Okay? So I'm gonna reach over and grab this restraint and put it on this cross hook right there. And we should be good to go. Now you have the 4 restraints restraining the wheelchair down. So this comes in your 2-strength packet. This is gonna be the seat belt, the female piece of the seat belt that's gonna go over the lap and shoulder belt. And I'm gonna show how it hooks onto the Q string right here. So you'll take this piece and you'll hook it onto the Q string right there, and then you'll be able to weave it through the wheelchair. Okay, now this is the second part of the lap and shoulder belt, where you have this part right here, this Q string, and this assembly down here is gonna hook up to the restraint down here, just like your other lap and shoulder belt piece did. Once you have this, this is gonna be able to graze over the shoulder like this. So here I have the female piece in my hand for the seatbelt. Now, obviously, the patient or the resident's not gonna grab it themselves, but they'll be able to then click it, and now you'll have a very comfortable lap and shoulder belt combo for your 4 restraints for the Q-Straint wheelchair tie-down system.